What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got, let's see, what's the name of this chassis? It's called the Rad V2. I bought this because a buddy of mine was a team driver, and I actually seen this truck do some stuff that I hadn't seen some other trucks do down here. Basically, it's got Element axles, Element drive shafts, Element transmissions, an Element motor. I can't remember what the turn is on it. One of them ESC90. I think it's called ESC90. You know, the one they sold on Amazon real cheap. ESCs. It's got a BTU 35 kilogram BETU 35 kilogram servo. And that's what I really like about this chassis, is the way that servo is just mounted in between the chassis rails there. We do not have no springs at all in the front shocks. I don't even think we have any pin springs in there. But I really love this truck. It's got a good turn-in radius because the kit comes with these long arms to replace your stock axial arms. And this chassis was designed in Canada. It was designed in Canada and actually cut in the US. I think you can reach out to them on Facebook if you're interested in taking a look at any of the things they got. I actually paid for this one full price, and it's turned out to be a good truck. I'm really happy with it. So I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, here we go with the Rad Rocks. I think it's called the Rad Rocks V2. I think it's actually called the Rad Seal V2. But we got the J-Concept Tusk on this with stock foams in the front and dual stage in the back. The only thing holding this truck back right now, and I plan on doing it, but I got to do a lot of geometry on the links and everything to change it over, but I don't want to change it from a brush to like a Fusion SE. I'm really happy with this BETU servo for the money. You know, it don't have the quick response and all that, but I usually don't run BECs in my truck anyway, to run a lot of the direct powered servos. This is running on 3S 1500 milliamps. Not sure the burst. I think the burst is, yeah, it's pretty quick, but I think it's around 100. I can't say for sure. We're gonna see if it's probably gonna tumble right here. I would take it and say it would tumble. Oh, it almost did. Got close, didn't it? Oh, look at that. Yes, sir. You didn't even see it. I had the camera down here, way down here. Trust me, it did it. Oh, I knew I wasn't coming out of that. Ain't no way. That's that ESC you hear, and it's, like I said, it's a brushed motor. It's actually one of the reedies that comes stock on the Element Enduro HD. And that's that ESC making that noise. You'd almost think it's like one of them brushless drill motors, but no, that's not it. Let's try that line again, see if we can get it in the front, keep it in frame this time. We didn't do too much better about keeping it in frame. Oh, look at that big old stick we picked up. We don't need that stick. The way I have this chassis set up with no coil springs in the front, it does ride a little bit lower than most of my other trucks. But it has pulled some sick lines in its day. I might have to come off that. Actually, I sent some video of this truck climbing the wall at Crowder's Mountain, at the boulders at Crowder's Mountain in Kings Mountain to the guy that designed this chassis, and he asked me did I mind giving him my setup. And I told him no, and I showed him my setup, and I think he was amazed that the truck did that well with such cheap electronics in it. You know, it don't have nothing fancy in there. Like a brush motor, and right there's where a brushed and brushless, right there where it just stalled out. A brushless Fusion wouldn't have done that. It just took it onto the house. So you got to finesse this truck a little bit more. And there it just flipped back over to get it up here, because it don't have the ground clearance that a lot of my other trucks do. So you really have to really work it right here to try to get it to walk to the left or away from me. And once it walks away from me, you can kind of give it a little bit more throttle, come out of it. Giving a little bit more throttles a lot of times makes the makes the tires narrow, kind of like it does on a top fuel dragster. It's not a good comparison, but anyway. And it gives it a little bit more tread to bite on. Sun's starting to come out a little bit more down here. It is a beautiful day. Just look out here. It's awesome. Ain't nobody down here but me and a woman and her dog, and the woman and her dog is way up there next to the dam. So let's see if we can get this up the gap here with all this sand and wanted to go. I'll get right next up to it. When it's sandy and wet like this, you got all that wet sand sticking to your tires. You have to be careful. You can break something up in here. Not today, not today. Let's go up here and try a couple of our little lines that we usually test some trucks on. See how low it is. See how it just wants to get stuck, hung up on everything. Oh, there she bit. All that sand on the tires and everything. Now we're getting a little Little cray-cray. Oh, this has got the 11, I think was it 11.6 stock overdrive in it. And the Stealth X, I think that's what it's called, Element Stealth X transmission. That is an awesome transmission, by the way. I know I got 3 trucks with that transmission in it. And I've never had no reason to take that out of there. Because I've been pretty happy with it. We're gonna go down here and try to climb a couple more lines, then we're gonna close this video out. Oh! There we go. Nice truck, nice. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm David from bigheadrc, and remember, till next time, I love you, but God loves you more.